Brian Seymour with some remarkable young Australians. Now, she promises overseas nurses a better life and career in Australia, but Michelle Lloyd is only looking after herself. While she's meant to train nurses for Australian hospitals and nursing homes, the certificates she hands out aren't worth the paper they're written on. Nicholas Boot reports on how one woman is lining her pockets at the expense of others.
They're all beating the same drum, Michelle. They're all beating the same drum.
This is just part of a scam that's taking place. They're scamming the nurses over there. They're using us.
No,
Edwin, we are being starving here.
No, you are not starving.
No.
You're a good actor. You
No.
are not.
Oh my God.
No, Michelle, what about me, Ezekiel? Why
Michelle Lloyd's job is to recruit overseas nurses and train them to work in Australia. But the very qualification certificates she hands out are fakes.
This is a registered company.
Is this
Is it a training program?
Is this legitimate?
Yes, it is.
That's
Why?
legitimate.
We claim we are from
We
VTAP?
have proof that these are not legitimate, Michelle.
Then, you know, why would VTAP call me? This is our in-house training program.
Yes, it's in-house all right. These certificates are required by the Department of Immigration, Training and Multicultural Affairs to allow overseas nurses to work in Australia. The real certificates are accredited by a government agency, but these have only been accredited by Michelle Lloyd, a lady with no nursing experience who charged $1,200 for each certificate. She signed her name on every one.
You have promised us everything, but look what we are doing here, nothing.
Not only is what Michelle Lloyd doing illegal, you'd have to wonder just how qualified all the nurses are that she brings into the country from overseas and places in Australian hospitals and nursing homes.
They gave him a certificate. It was just a Xerox copy.
Jacob and Davina Steelman had business dealings with Michelle Lloyd, a job order for 100 overseas nurses for placement in nursing homes in Australia to meet the nursing shortage, but none were forthcoming. Instead, the Steelmans say Michelle Lloyd pocketed the Filipino nurses' money.
She used us to entice the nurses to come over here, and then for whatever reason, she didn't want to give us any nurses.
I am not taking their pay.
Well, we've got proof that you are taking the pay.
Where's the proof? Show me.
I've got it in the file.
Show me!
What we will show you is how Michelle Lloyd's been lining her pockets, financially benefiting from what she does. These nurses paid Michelle Lloyd up to $8,000 for a job placement known as a 457 visa. They made it to Australia only to find out they'd been had as well.
You're living in a foreign land and you're so helpless.
In 4 months, Olga has worked just 8 days and hasn't been paid a cent.
I asked the matron there and they told me that they give my salary to Michelle.
How can you survive with that $20 and we need to buy groceries, we need to pay to our rent?
Edwin Villa and Singaporean Lani Aliamo were 2 nurses who were given a working visa, but they have been shortchanged the most by Michelle Lloyd, working a 38-hour week as nurses at St Ezekiel Marino Hostel and Nursing Home. Michelle Lloyd was collecting their pay and only giving them a fraction of what they had earned. Some weeks it amounted to just $20.
She's a cruel woman and she knows she's doing a lot of things to us. And she's just thinking about what she can get, all those money. It's all with her and all those empty promises that she didn't do anything.
They're working in nursing homes, you're taking their money, then giving them a little bit of pay.
No.
It's not enough to live on, Michelle.
We have already moved to sanction one of the operators of one of the nursing homes to prevent them from bringing in any more nurses or any more skilled migrant employees, and we're about to move on a second one. So this is a very serious matter for us.
And after months of complaints, the department is finally acting. Sandy Logan is Immigration's head communications manager. He says there's clear evidence the workers have been dudded.
The investigations are underway by the Department of Immigration and Multicultural Affairs. Compliance officers and business monitoring units are hard at work. A number of other Commonwealth and state agencies have also been brought into this investigation.
Why you are taking our salary directly?
Because you allowed me to, Edwin.
No, I didn't allow you to take our salary.
No.
Nicholas Boot with that report. Now, as you may have seen on the news, Tasmania's east coast was ravaged by bushfires yesterday, with the town